Okay, so we're actually back at Tenpu Temple? English? Can I speak? Anyway, we're back at the temple because since defeating Corrupted Monk, we now have the diving ability as demonstrated in Maybe Village. And the temple grounds actually have a body of water. And swimming down here, we can see that there's actually an item. If I can actually swim, please. There we go. Okay, so we actually can't go back to Ashina Castle as much as I want to. It's all grayed out, and that's because Ashina Castle is actually under attack right now. The one idol we do actually have access to is the abandoned dungeon entrance, so we're gonna go there. Okay, so we're here now. We're gonna come out here, and we can actually slowly but surely make our way back to Ashina Castle. The entire Ashina Castle area lags really bad for me on last gen, and it gets even worse the farther in the game you get. Thankfully, there's only really a few bosses around here. I mean, you got your fair share of bosses in leggy areas, but most of the time I think you're good, but I don't know. I don't really understand people who constantly complain about FPS, because in Sekiro's case, visually I agree, because I don't even think this game runs at a clean 30. I swear, it's at like, it's like Ocarina of Time frame rate. It's like 25 FPS. But the thing that I've learned from speedrunning is that the less FPS you have, the easier timings become. More FPS does not automatically equal good, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we're actually going to jump off this corner because we're actually want to like go back to the Sunken Valley route. Now thinking of it, maybe you could go backwards from the Sunken Valley idol, but I'm not sure. I haven't really ever attempted it. This is just the route that I know. If you come down here, there's going to be a few wolves, and you really do want to take care of these wolves because they are really annoying. Also, I just realized that all of the monkeys are dead. I never noticed that. They got killed from the wolves. I'm gonna waste a gourd flask just because I want to be tip-top shape. I don't really think it's gonna be like the end-all be-all deciding factor, but I wanted to do it. Yeah, that's annoying. He can just poison you. So this is a lone shadow. We have fought one of them before, down in the well. I can't remember if we fought another one or not. These guys are all over the second half of the game. I hope you like these guys, because they are everywhere. I think we're actually about to win this. Either one of the, like, he has two red attacks. One of them's a sweep. You can stomp on them. The other one is a kick. You can actually Mikiri counter it. Or if you... Okay, so we're going to go back through the dojo again, but this time, instead of fighting anybody, we're going to jump all the way down and meet our old friend, the Chained Ogre. This one is identical to the last one, except it has red eyes, meaning it's more dangerous. There's actually an entire loading screen tip about red-eyed enemies, saying that it's unwise to go against them in combat. But, you know what? We don't care. We're going to do it anyway. Other than just being stronger and maybe faster, no, I don't think it's faster. Other than just doing more damage, I believe that this ogre has the exact same moveset as our old friend. If you had a lot of trouble with him, then you might have a lot of trouble with this guy. But really, the rules stay the exact same. Just don't lock on, don't get grabbed like I just did, and always try to stay behind him. You really want to be preventive in it, and you don't want to, like, do what I'm doing because I'm kind of risking it. You want to stay behind him because he can catch you off guard. He doesn't feel like he's fast, but if he feels like it, he can be pretty fast and just completely catch you off guard, and that's why you want to be behind him, because you have a lot bigger window to survive if he... Whoa, how am I alive? If I was about to say if he does something like that. The stuns are nice too. You'd think that we'd be stunning him more often because of our increased attack, but I think his red eyes are giving him, like, immunity. I believe this is the only optional chained ogre in the entire game, because the first one is mandatory. This is a different... It's got to be a different one, right? We killed the first one, but it looks the exact same other than the red eyes. And he's down. Nice. We could go get the old grave, but I don't think it's worth it. What's down here, actually? Oh, wait. No. Get the old grave. It is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Come over here. Open this door. For some reason, I thought we were later in the game. You definitely want to unlock this idol. It will make slightly later. Well, depending on which ending you're going. If you're not going for the ending I'm going for, then don't worry about it. But if you are going for purification, you definitely want to. I think this is the wrong one, actually. This is the reservoir, isn't it? No, we're good. Okay, we're gonna go back up, and this time we're gonna go through the exact same route as Genichiro, but the last boss that's like in the room before Genichiro is gonna be different. Upper tower. You can get it through it. You can get there through a window, like from the roof, but I would not recommend it. I repeat, if you had that idea, good for you. It's a good idea on surface, but really, I do not recommend it. Go in the front way. You know what? I think it's time. I kind of been neglecting this. Let's go get this, and we can go get suppressed sounds, which might be helpful. Shinobi Eyes is pretty good. Vault Over is pretty good. Oh, and I just completed the skill tree, I guess. Now, if you come over here, you're going to want to stealth, because there's actually a guy right in the corner. And if you look at where the window is, you might see how sneaking in here through that window might be an issue. They'll both aggro on you, and you're going to be in for a bad time. Just like Funny Sans Undertale. Which, by the way, this is my 5th playthrough. Originally, Undertale was planned for this playthrough, but I decided against it. Oh yeah, I replaced it with FNAF. I don't know, maybe I'll cover Undertale. I just didn't feel like doing an RPG at this specific time. I don't think I had plans to cover FNAF. It was just very, it was very spontaneous, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm like trying to focus up. So, I usually like to attack enemies until they deflect. I wouldn't really recommend it as much with Lone Shadows, because they can be kind of hard to read. So I would recommend attacking them twice no matter what, and then reacting to what they do. Which, you know, reacting unnecessarily is usually a no-no, but when it comes to Lone Shadows, they're so hard to deflect, it's really your only choice. Because if you hit them twice and they don't deflect, they can follow up with a 3rd slash, and if you hesitated because you were expecting them to deflect, they can just absolutely destroy you. When you Mikiri counter the kick, make sure you wait a bit, because they delay their kick a lot, and if you do it too early, you'll actually just dodge right into the kick. I've had it happen to me. It's very infuriating. I'd actually recommend dodging that second poison punch, because deflecting it does nothing but give you poison. That kick combo is really hard to deflect. The timing's kind of loose. Not like in a good way, it's like... It's kind of hard to read. I know that doesn't really make much sense, but... I'm gonna go rest up. And now we just go to where Genichiro was.
I remember you well. heard stories of your death, yet here you are. What are you plotting, Owl?
Plotting? I would do no such thing. Now, my lord, I must ask that you accompany me. This old bird has but one desire. To protect the divine heir from those that might take his esteemed blood.
So, the dragon's heritage has seduced you too. Then there is nothing to discuss. Take your leave.
I would, my lord, but I'm so stunned by this view. I'd like to take it in just a while longer. I'll leave when I've had my fill.
Okay, Kura just disappeared.
Father, to think you were still alive.
That was my design, but the same could be said for you. I was certain you died that night.
The power of the divine heir brought me back.
That's it.
What?
The divine heir's power, the dragon's blood, must be mine.
Father.
Now you see it. Remember the first rule of the code. As your father, I order you to forsake your master. From this moment, he is your master no more.
Forsake the divine heir.
Listen to me, Wolf. Obey your father's command, and forsake the divine heir.
This is actually a very important decision. Obey the Iron Code, forsake Kuro will lead you down the path of the bad ending. You will fight one final boss, and then the game will be done. Break the Iron Code extends the game and opens you up to 3 other endings, and I believe is the quote-unquote canon choice. I mean, From Software games don't really have a canon ending most of the time, but it's pretty clear that the Shura ending isn't. Like, I really can't see it being canon, so we're gonna break the Iron Code.
I cannot do as you ask.
You... what? A shinobi, showing the likes of... compassion. Unthinkable. Such a... miserable display. Why, boy? Why can't you understand your father's will? Have you forgotten the Shinobi Code?
A code must be determined by the individual. This is what I've decided. Just as my master did.
Seems you've grown, if just a little. Have it your way. Young wolf.
This fight can be really annoying because Owl fights really dirty, and I'm not joking. Similar to the rest, you're gonna want to just deflect it, but there's a few other things in this fight. For one, look out for all of Owl's tricks. He has a ton. For instance, whenever he backflips like that, he's going to follow it up with Shuriken every single time. Okay, I'm going to go... Oh, wait, yeah, I can't heal. That's another one of Owl's tricks. He throws this... Okay, I'm dead. He throws this mist that stops you from using your healing gourd. And really, you can just... It sucks because you need to heal sometimes, but you can overcome this by just playing aggressive. And in some ways, it kind of encourages you because it doesn't matter if you can't heal if you just don't want to heal, right? Well, that was the first attempt down the drain. I'm not surprised. Owl is actually pretty difficult. I did that last time, too. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so the first phase of Owl is actually really hard because he regens posture a lot. Like, okay, I shouldn't say a lot. He regens it really fast. Okay, he likes to throw firecrackers because he's a dirty prosthetic tools user. L, skill issue. You can actually dash right through them. Make no mistake, you don't really have invincibility frames in this game. You can just dash behind it before he sets him off. Or do you have invincibility frames? I think you might. I just don't think you have as much as you do in the Souls games. You might have like 3 frames or something. I don't know. I used to hate the firecracker move. I love it now because it is the perfect time for some damage. Okay, I can't heal, so I guess it's time to go all aggressive. Okay, Owl, I'm tempted to I'm tempted to corner cheese you now. You really want to get in the kernels. Kernels? Are you Quorum? The Corners, don't you? Okay, so I knew this strategy, but I seem to have forgotten it until now. It's kind of accidentally rediscovered. I believe you can get away with attacking Owl twice and then just deflecting whatever he does. One, two. Oh, I was in the middle of an attack. That's unfortunate. I'm going to try that, and I'm also going to mix in some Mortal Blade stuff because you need to get his mortality down to have any shot at death blowing him. Okay, I'd honestly say that this fight was gravely affected by hard mode because I'm missing a lot of the deflects, and he's doing a lot of chip damage. Like, it's not a lot all at once, but it's adding up, and it's adding up very quickly. I'm only doing this once. Should I do Mortal Draw more than once? Should I do it twice? I don't know. Logically, I'm thinking maybe the double would be better, but I'm also... I don't want to go so happy with the Spirit Emblems, and I think he might... Owl... Okay, so if you didn't know, you can cheese them like this. Ha ha. Ha ha. I'm gonna actually go back. I don't want to kill him like that. I feel like it's too disrespectful. He walked into the corner for me. Like what was I supposed to do? Not take advantage? Like, come on. I so could have ended him like that too, but no, I had to play respectful. Even though I'm up against Owl, the guy who just does not care. And he stabbed me in the back. Like, literally. Okay, well, that sucked. Maybe I should have just abused it. Let it be known, I lost because I was nice. Okay, more draw time. I'm only doing one. Yeah, just one and then focus on deflecting. I'm doing that just because I think he might counter the double one. I keep forgetting that I can't Gourd Seed. I should really just push him. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Just don't hesitate with this guy at all. Okay, another mortal draw. Okay, and that's gonna be it for this phase. I'm not gonna use it again. Okay, I gotta remember, double deflect. Don't deflect and counter because he counters that. Okay, first phase. I'm not even gonna bother taking away the attempt counter. This is a fake out. I don't care. See, look, like this guy even fakes surrender just to try to kill you, okay? Like, it's hard for me to feel bad for what I did in that corner. What's he even doing there? I don't really know. Okay, I'm infected, so... Okay, more draw, thank you very much. That vitality damage is very useful. I'm gonna get more. Thank you very much, Owl. Okay, yeah, in the second phase, he actually throws poison instead of shurikens. The only way to really deal with it is dodging. You can't really deflect poison. He also does that smoke bomb thing. I don't really know how to counter that. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm infected. Okay, might as well go aggressive then. Got nothing to lose. Okay, I can actually Gourd Seed again. Okay, this is actually very scary. Drink up. Okay. I don't... posture recovery? Probably. I gotta remember that I can't counter that. I have to deflect twice, 2 of his strikes. Okay, I have nothing to lose. No healing. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Okay, the poison killed me. It's a setback, but now I have more health. And no poison. Okay, I'm poisoned again. It's a race. But he's just taking it in this corner. Keep going. And sit down! It's not very cinematic to be in the corner, though. I changed my mind.
You taught me well.
Okay. Wait, he's just the death of a shadow. Hold on. I just had a really interesting thought. I'll get into it later. But before I do, just remember that I don't really know all that much about Sekiro lore or any Souls lore. I just kind of play the game, mainly for gameplay. I'm usually a gameplay guy. But I just had a really interesting thought. Now, similar to when we killed Genichiro, I really hope you like dialogue because we have a lot. And this time, there's even more. And because I'm going for Purification ending, we gotta do some weird, obscure FromSoft quest stuff. My favorite. Okay, so objective 1, we gotta go talk to Kuro, but we gotta go talk to him a lot.
Wolf
I am relieved to see that you are safe.
and Owl,
I killed him,
I am sorry.
Lord Kuro.
I am sorry.
I did what had to be done.
Wolf, thank you.
My father, this was in his possession.
This branch. It's from the Everblossom tree? I see. So Owl had it.
Everblossom.
Lady Emma spoke of it once. The Everblossom is a sakura tree that was brought over from the Divine Realm by Lord Takeru. It once bloomed behind this castle. However, when a branch was cut off and the flowers taken, the Everblossom eventually dried and withered away.
So this is that branch?
Yes, I believe so.
We are a step closer to the Fountainhead incense.
Yes. Yes, that's right, Wolf. did you meet with Lord Ishin?
I did. He said the mortal blade, it could be the key to severing immortality.
The mortal blade. I see. Yes, that seems promising.
As you say.
For my part, I hunted for any books that may contain clues about the aroma of the fountainhead. It seems Lord Takeru indeed sought a way to reach the divine realm. So far, I found one piece of relevant information.
What is it?
A flower.
My lord, this is for you.
Could this be? It's a sakura droplet.
That's...
When the undying pledge of the dragon's heritage is broken, it's said that this remains in place of the oath.
Do you think this one was left behind by Lord Takeru?
That seems likely. Wolf, if you so desire, I can use this sakura droplet to assist you.
If you should be so kind.
Of course. Close your eyes.
My lord.
Lord Takeru's dragon blood lives on with you.
I humbly accept.
Yes. You may open your eyes now.
My lord.
That was a boon, granted by Lord Takeru. Use it well.
Yes. A flower.
First, read this.
What is...
Lord Takeru left it behind. I was looking for information on the fountainhead aroma, and how it relates to the divine realm. There is water that flows from the fountainhead through Ashina, and the book speaks of a white lotus flower that grows where the water pools deeply. It appears to be one component of the fountainhead aroma.
A place where the fountainhead waters pool deeply, perhaps in a deep valley?
Yes, indeed. The sunken valley may be the place. The fountainhead waters should flow into there. What is it, Wolf?
My lord, this is for you.
That's the white lotus flower. Was it in the sunken valley?
Yes. Deep within the sunken valley.
I see. So that valley is indeed where the fountainhead waters pool deeply. I didn't expect you to find it so quickly. Well done, Wolf. I must remain vigilant. Wolf, I've made progress. I'm sure this is the last ingredient for the aroma.
What is it?
The blood of the divine heir of the dragon's heritage. In other words, my blood.
Your blood? But my lord, you cannot bleed.
Yes, it is true that those of the dragon's heritage cannot bleed. However, in Lord Genichiro's quarters, I found a curious journal belonging to Lord Takeru's page, and it appears there is a way for me to bleed. For now, I'd like to ask you to keep this for me. Now then, we just need to figure out how to make me bleed.
Perhaps we should ask Lady Emma.
As a doctor, she should have much knowledge of the human body. Yes, she may be able to help us.
Have you seen the sculptor lately?
Yes. He's...
All I know is what Dogen told me long ago, that the dragon's heritage can bestow the power of resurrection. However, it is not any ordinary power. Repeated use leads to stagnation, which will eventually reach a point where it overflows. This causes those who do not have the power to become sick, a disease known as dragon rot. He knew much about it, but even so, he was unable to determine a cure. Forgive me.
Is there a way to treat this dragon rot?
I do not know. However, it must be stopped. I am unsure. But the first step is to look through my mentor's research and see if I can discover a way.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a
There is something I'd like to ask.
Yes, what is it?
Can the divine air be made to bleed?
Why would you seek to do so?
The blood of the divine air is required to obtain the dragon tears from the divine realm and achieve immortal severance.
Oh, I see. It is true that the divine air's blood cannot be shed by normal means. However, you currently possess the means to do so.
The mortal blade.
Yes, here you are.
This was written by Lord Takeru?
It was. With the mortal blade, you may wound the divine air, and his blood will be allowed to flow.
I see. This brings us one step closer to immortal severance. I shall tell my lord.
Of course.
The sword that can kill those who cannot die. I didn't expect you to find it so quickly.
Yes, it was given to me by the divine child of the rejuvenating waters at Senpo Temple.
The divine child of the rejuvenating waters?
The monks at Senpo Temple abandoned the ways of their faith in pursuit of immortality. The result is those who have false dragon's heritage, known as the divine children of the rejuvenating waters.
A false dragon's heritage. I never would have thought. Wait, divine children?
Yes, many were created, but only one survived.
Further proof of the corruption this power brings to man. The ties of immortality must be severed.
Yes, my lord.
Wolf, look here. I found something that may help us. It's a stone.
A stone?
Yes, look at this.
What is...
What is it, Wolf? Huh. What is that strangely shaped rock you hold? Is that the fragrant stone of the fountainhead?
My lord, this stone appeared to have been enshrined.
Yes. It is just as the book described.
Yes. There was also an inscription, a sweetly scented bridal offering, written on the altar.
Bridal? What sort of place was this?
It was in a cave, beyond a door made of solid rock.
In that case, where was the wedding procession headed? No way to know, I guess.
Sweetly scented. Lord Kuro, that place might be the gateway to the divine realm.
I see. Sweetly scented. Meaning wrapped in the fountainhead incense. That is what it might be referring to. Wolf, did you speak with Lady Emma?
I did.
And? What did she say?
That it could be possible with the mortal blade.
I see. So the mortal blade will allow my blood to flow.
As you wish.
This should be all of the necessary ingredients for the aroma. Wolf, burn the incense.
As you wish. My lord.
Wolf, the mortal blade. Fear not. I will only make a shallow cut. Would you draw the mortal blade from its sheath?
Yes, my lord.
Forgive me, but close your eyes.
Yes, my lord.
It's over now, Wolf.
How is the wound?
I'm fine. I just made a small cut on my chest. So this is the fountainhead incense. It's so extraordinarily nostalgic.
I see.
Well, do you notice anything different?
The aroma and Fountainhead Palace. Those words have been burned into my mind.
Fountainhead Palace. It's just as Lord Takeru wrote. That place must lead to the divine realm. But how can the Fountainhead Palace be reached?
A sweetly scented bridal offering. That was written on the altar where the fragrant stone was placed.
Yes. You now carry the aroma of the Fountainhead incense. I believe the path leading to the Fountainhead Palace will open before you if you go to the shrine within the cave. Immortality shall soon be severed. I'm counting on you, Wolf.
As you wish.
Oh, we're finally done! We can finally play the game! if we were going for immortal severance. Unfortunately for my sanity and maybe yours, we're going for purification, so we're gonna have to listen to even more dialogue, but at least I'll get a little bit of time to talk in between. So we're actually gonna leave right quick. We're not actually going anywhere, we just want people to think that we left, and we're actually gonna come right back in. And we're going to hug this wall, and we're gonna eavesdrop on Kuro. You're looking for do what must be done. If you don't get that, then something wrong has happened. You have to rest because you need Emma to be upstairs. If she's downstairs, then it won't work. And she just went poof. Okay, let's go upstairs and talk to Emma.
I must do what must be done. That is what the Divine Heir said. He must be hiding something.
I see.
What is it?
Lord Takeru spoke of beheading in his memoirs.
Yes.
Perhaps the act of beheading was the means to end immortality, along with the life of the Divine Heir.
What?
If you walk the path of immortal severance, then you must use the mortal blade to...
End my lord's life.
Yes. Lord Kuro desires immortal severance. I understand that. I do. And yet, Master Wolf, might there be a path where Lord Kuro need not lose his life?
The dragon's heritage is no ordinary power. There could be such a path.
Well then, Master Wolf, I ask that you help me find such a path. A path where Lord Kuro need not die.
Let my lord die.
Thank you.
We must find a starting point.
Yes. Oh, yes. Lady Tomoe's. Master Wolf, I might have a place to start. I'll look into it and let you know as soon as I find something.
Thank you.
Also, we may want to...
Keep this from the Divine Heir.
Yes.
Okay, and I want you to watch Emma, okay? She's doing literally nothing, right? It's been seconds. She's just been standing there the entire time.
Master Wolf, I found...
Oh, you did now, huh? How did you do that? Literally staring into space. Well, this is just FromSoft logic, I guess.
Purification?
Yes. It says here, there is a way to cut the ties of the dragon's blood and transform its owner into a regular human being. The process requires a flower from the Everblossom, as I told you once before. The Everblossom is a sakura tree that Lord Takeru brought here from the Divine Realm. However, someone cut a branch from the tree and stole the flowers, and the Everblossom eventually dried and withered away. So the Everblossom tree has been entirely lost.
If the tree itself no longer exists, the flowers don't exist either.
Correct. But the branch that was stolen did have flowers on it. So if it could be found...
Is this the branch from the Everblossom tree? It was in my father's possession.
Master Owl. But there are no flowers on this branch.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. I was just trying to remember back to when the Everblossom still flourished. But try as I might, the memory is hazy. They're graves.
What?
I think I'll pay a visit to Lord Takeru and Lady Tomoe's graves. That's where the Everblossom once grew. Something might come back to me.
Okay, we gotta follow her. That's what the old grave... I almost said Site of Grace. No. This isn't Elden Ring. That's where the old grave idol comes into play. Okay, take a left, and then Emma should be through here where the graves are. What is this? Dragon blood droplet? I don't know what those do.
Why must that be the only way?
Hello?
Master Wolf, how long have you been there?
Have you remembered anything?
Nothing, I'm afraid.
Nothing.
That's right. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to remember anything significant. Perhaps one of my old friends can help. I'll meet with Orangutan at his temple.
Orangutan?
Yes. It's the sculptor's old nickname.
Okay, I believe that's all we need. I really hope I don't regret that, but I think we can just go back to the temple now. Okay, so we're back, but we're not actually going to go into the temple yet. We're actually going to go around. And we're going to do some good old-fashioned eavesdropping.
Does that sit well with you?
I can't honestly say. To achieve their goal of immortal severance, either he or Lord Kuro must die. Why does that have to be the only way?
So will you keep that from them?
But Orangutan, if I give this to him, he's going to die.
Okay, now you gotta go question Emma about what you just heard. And this is the final step.
What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't realize you were here. The sculptor has been coughing blood. I took a sample of this blood for my dragon rod research.
A sample of his blood.
Yes, blood that he's coughed up. The color of the blood itself appears to be tainted, stagnant, but the sculptor's blood alone isn't enough to reach any conclusions.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, bring me samples of blood coughed up by others that suffer from the dragon rot. If I have more, I'll be able to learn more about the disease.
If I come across anyone afflicted by the dragon rot, I'll ask them.
Thank you.
One of us must die. What did that mean?
Were you listening this whole time?
Tell me.
I saw it that day beneath the branches of the Everblossom tree. Lady Tomoe tried to commit suicide.
Why?
She said those made immortal by the oath of the dragon's heritage shackle their masters.
So in order for the purification to occur, the oathbound of the dragon's heritage must die?
Yes, precisely.
But she was unable to achieve the purification.
Correct. She did not have the mortal blade. I don't want to lose Lord Kuro or you, but all paths are leading to dead ends.
What are you hiding?
So you overheard.
Tell me. Do what must be done. I will live by those words, as my master does.
Here.
Is this a bell?
It fell off Owl's dead body, if I'm not mistaken. You and Master Owl have a deep connection. Should you offer it to Buddha, it may be a different experience than the one you had before.
I will try it.
I am not sure what memories you will see, but the bell belonged to Master Owl. So please, take care. Goodbye.
Finally. But we're going back to a terrible, terrible place. At least this time we spawned right in front of where Owl was quote-unquote dead. And we have another lone shadow. Make sure that you are aggressive with this guy. More than any, other lone shadow, you really need to be on this guy, because if you leave him alone, he can summon a bunch of wolves. And let me tell you, those wolves are so difficult to handle with him also on you. You will likely die. So just make sure that you are just constantly hitting him, because as long as you're attacking him and you're forcing him to deflect you, he won't be able to summon him. Oh, he tried to recover posture, but tough luck for him. That was actually a perfect, combo deflect. Okay. That went really well. Still too soon to talk, though, I guess. Oh. Okay, I gotta go back on him. That's the risk. Every time you heal, it's like a giant risk that you can't really afford. Like, if those wolves come into the fight, I pretty much just assume that I've lost. That went really smooth, actually. Nice. Now we gotta continue throughout the estate. And does this idol look familiar? If you're wondering, he's back. Also, I really do not need... Okay, thank you. He who shall not be named is back.